Oklahoma State, Oklahoma. Looks like 79.5 the total. Going to be a lot of points here in Norman, laying 3 touchdowns. That's Oklahoma, 21 points, minus 21. You can get it 20.5 right now at SBR odds. Good one to shop around at. But big man on campus, how you feeling about Oklahoma State, Oklahoma?
Well, I'm not feeling much about it. I think Oklahoma, we all know what they are. I mean, this team has put, 50 points or more up in 3 straight games. We all know how good they are on offense. But you look last week, I mean, back to your old problems again. You can't stop the pass. I mean, gave up 366 to Texas Tech, and that was even with Alan Bowman going out yet again. This is still a defense that's not very good. You can put in whoever you want. The personnel is just not good enough. You've seen Oklahoma State. This isn't the Oklahoma State of old. This isn't. I feel like this game is priced like Mason Rudolph is still the quarterback at Oklahoma State when he's not. James Washington's also long gone. But you look at Oklahoma State; they're still moving the ball pretty well. They put up points against Texas. They put up points against Baylor. Look, I'm not looking to bet unders in these games. I'll take a flyer that'll go over 80. I mean, it seems like Oklahoma's good for 50 every game. But you got to look at this and say to yourself, you need like a 51-37 game for this to go over. I'm willing to think that Oklahoma State can get to 35, even 30. I think if Oklahoma puts up 50, which I think they will, this should go over. I'll go over 80.
Big man, I got a kind of thing with Oklahoma State. I think they're a tricky handicap. I mean, sometimes they show up and they can play with the best in the Big 12, beating Texas. And then sometimes, they just lay an egg. It's a tough team to handicap, in my opinion.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, Drew. I'm hoping more or less that they do lay an egg defense, which they will. But you look at for most games this year, they mostly have played well. I mean, they put 44 up on Boise. You put 48 up on Kansas, which isn't hard. Put 42 up on Iowa State. And then the last few games, you've only really struggled against Iowa State or against Kansas State, who that's always tough to go into K-State. They just play slow. And then the Texas Tech game is kind of odd. But other than that, they've been pretty good on offense. I just don't believe in Oklahoma on defense and never will.
Asher, what about you? How are you looking to bet Oklahoma State, Oklahoma?
Well, before I get to the over-under, this was something I thought was really interesting when you look at this Mayhem series dating back a few years at Oklahoma. So in 2016, 18-point differential. 2014, it was a 3-point differential. 2012, 3-point differential. 2010, 6-point differential. 2008, when Sam Bradford was the quarterback, 20-point differential. And you're getting 20.5 points, the Cowboys are. To me, this game typically, even 20 was what with Bradford. So I think you're getting a very good value with the Oklahoma State offense. Now, to the Oklahoma defense for just a second. This was also, I thought, really interesting since they've made the change with defensive coordinator Mike Stoops. First 6 games, teams were getting on third down average 42% third down percentage. In the last 2 games with the new DC, just 28.6. Also, the defense is giving up 100 yards less a game. This is one of those over-under numbers I think Vegas is trying to tease you with because I'm starting to believe the Oklahoma defense is, in fact, better. I think that if you're looking at a 49-28 kind of game, something like that, I think it's going to be difficult to get to 80. I guess I'm starting to believe the trend with the Oklahoma defense. I think OSU covers, and somehow I think this actually does stay below 80.
So you think Oklahoma State covers, but Oklahoma's defense is a lot improved under, I believe, Ruffin McNeil, now the new defensive coordinator. But you still like Oklahoma State to cover?
I do, only because, the last 5 times they've played in Norman, it's been decided by less than 21. And if you're going to give me 20.5 a point, I've got to believe that the Cowboys are going to be ready. It's not like these two teams don't know each other.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. And it's actually changing right now. You can get 21 right now on the odds screen is kind of all over the place right now. So, okay, like in 21 there. Big man, any follow-up to what Asher had to say?
Yeah, I heard last year that Oklahoma State had improved defensively, and they gave up 62. It was a wild game. I've seen too many times these games turn into what they are, and that's shootouts. I think it's clear that Oklahoma State really has no interest in running the ball very often, though I guess they've been better this year. I don't know. Look, when you take an 80 number, it's hard to get to 80. It's not easy, but look, is it going to be on my card? No, but gun to my head, I would take.
Ashley,
I
I'm
got a fun
interested
fact for you
in
guys
this.
too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, just this I thought was really fascinating. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Oklahoma this year averages, they're the 125th out of 130 teams in FBS this year, only running 63 plays per game. They get over 10 yards per play. I just thought those were two fascinating numbers for as good as this offense is.
So slow-paced offense, but yet very potent. I'm also interested in a follow-up on your defensive coordinator change, because finding change is one of the ways I think to win in this business. They did give up 46 points to Texas Tech. That was just last week. And how long ago was it that Ruffin McNeil became the defensive coordinator? 2 or 3 weeks ago, I believe.
So 3 games he's been the DC for the Sooners.
Okay, so against TCU was his first game. So they have won all
Correct.
3 games, 2 of the 3 ATS. And I guess the only one that they got kind of boat raced defensively was Texas Tech. And they do kind of bring up the same profile of offense as Oklahoma State. So it will be an interesting thing to watch as far as if Oklahoma is a bet-on team with Ruffin McNeil as the defensive coordinator.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.